Here we have a Sony Playstation. It is model number SCPH-9001. We're going to install the MM3 Modchip in here. It works really well. I've installed it on a couple consoles already. It works great with imports, backups, anything you want to do. So probably end up speeding up this part of the video because it's pretty self-explanatory how to open up this PlayStation. I know a little bit further in we may have to, depending on which model this is, which is the 9001, there may be a shield that we might have to desolder, which I can get to. I've had great success with this mod, and I will be showcasing it here. Alright, well, by the looks of it, doesn't look to be any sort of shield in here, which is great. I'm not sure if you've seen the insides of any other consoles, but this is definitely one of the smaller ones, motherboard-wise. It used to be this whole area right here on some of the older models that I worked on, but we're going to go ahead. I might even do a couple close-ups of areas where I'll be soldering, but I primarily just want to showcase where you should be soldering the points. I'll include a picture that I got actually. I got it from the William Quade. William Quade store actually has these pre-wired, or you can get unpre-wired MM3 chips, as you can see here, which is really nice, very convenient. You can get them soldered with wire or not if you want to take up the challenge yourself. So I'll probably cut to a different portion where we can kind of zoom in to different points. I also just noticed that the best part about this fact that this board is smaller is that I can actually put the chip somewhere around here because there's so much open space in this board. So stay tuned. I will show some more in just a moment. So here we have the board, which I just want to point out that you can determine which motherboard you're using based on the top corner here. It's different in all consoles. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's there. It's pretty obvious. It's usually straight in the front. I'm probably going to place my chip, take my MM3, probably going to place it somewhere on like this location because most of the points are in this area. So I'm just going to place it right here below, tape it backwards. We should be good. Hopefully this thing will heat up. I'm going to untie these. It's nice because the wires come nice and long so that you can get to every point, but most of the time the wires that he soldered for me are definitely pretty long. So you want to make them as short as possible so that there's no issues, no shorts, no possible way that the current over the wire just doesn't work. Find out where point 1 is going to be. I have the schematic all set up over here. So I'm going to probably want to run it all the way over here, right above this guy. It's going to be pretty hard to see, so you're better off checking the link that I post in the description for if you want to do this yourself. To not bore you with time, I'm definitely just going to show you a little after product after you solder these wires. Take a look at this photo and you should be all Gucci. When you're finished, you should have some sort of spider's nest, kind of like this. I can point out the locations that I soldered in order for you. I also want to mention that this wire right here, which is connected to pin 2, is not needed. It was something needed way back in the day for the chip to work on this for the mod chip, but we do not need that. So the first solder point is right up here, which I've done. 2 is not needed. The third one is right here. There's a small resistor. if you look at the photo, it's very small, very easy to desolder. So be very careful. One little tap with some soldering flux and the soldering iron should make a nice connection. The fourth one is right up here, right on the top left-hand side of the board. The fifth one that you're going to solder is right under here, right under this large chip here. It's like right there. Not sure how the lighting is. Number 6 should be somewhere right here. You see this guy right here. 7 is up here, right above this chip at the top left. And then number 8 is right down here. So let's go test it out. I'm gonna use a separate camera for this, but let's go test it out and see if we were successful. So here we have the PlayStation 1 of a backup of my version of Crash 1. Everything's in. Let's see what happens. Alright, looks like we're pretty successful. Let's see, boot into the game. Check out this gameplay quick. No issues at all. All right, success.